What's going on YouTube? Tad Nelson here. I'm coming straight from Maine here. I want to discuss the reason for this YouTube video. Um, I want to start a YouTube channel where you get to follow me around while I'm on work, on duty, or while I'm at home, my personal life. Just kind of, I want to show people what it's like to be in law enforcement's shoes. It's 9:25 here in the morning. Started my shift early this morning. I'm just waiting for a complainant to get to a residence that I'm going to be doing an escort. He wants to grab some items from his mother's house, who's in a nursing home. Uh, those aren't usually a fun thing. Thank God there's no other family members here because he said that, you know, they're not getting along. So basically, they're just asking us to come by and make sure we keep the peace. So, anyways, a little bit about me. 32, be turning 33 here, April 16th. Married, been married for coming up 2 years in June. I have a little one on the way, a little baby girl, and just wanted to discuss. Sorry for the blank face. Not much of a morning person. I haven't drank my coffee yet. Love black coffee. Just a little bit of sugar in there. Want to make you guys self-aware that we're not always strict and stern and stone-faced all the time. I'm what you call a goofball. My hair's looking pretty good today. Is it not? So, in case you didn't notice, I got some gray hair going on here. I need to cut my hair. So my life, the way we run things, the way we do things, it's not what a typical day would be for a regular person. We deal with a lot of things that people shouldn't deal with, but that's the job, that's what we do, and I enjoy it. So, if you don't like something that you do, probably should find something new to do, right? That's what I always say. If you don't like your job, you might want to find a new job. So anyways, I kind of want to explain something real quick to you all, and I don't want to make this video extremely long because I am working. The life that things that happen in our life, or while we're on duty, tend to affect us a bit. I've been involved with an officer-involved shooting, and I wasn't the trigger man, but I was probably maybe 50, maybe 100 feet away from 150 feet, maybe less than a telephone pole length. If nobody knows what that is, that's 500 feet between pole to pole, probably halfway through, right dab in the middle. So I just want to talk to you about it a little bit and what it does and how it affects our life. So currently go through therapy. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not scared to say it. It helps be able to talk about it and express your feelings. Um, I don't just go to therapy just for that. I've already talked to my therapist about it. It just kind of, it really affected me at first, but when we had our debrief and to kind of get like a storyline, and it kind of helps you understand the steps and process that this person took, and it kind of gives you justification and clarity in your mind to tell yourself that, you know, everything's going to be good. You can't always save everybody, unfortunately. I wish that was, you know, what um, would happen. No one saw this coming. Um, uh, you know, I had worked in the area for, at that time, I think no, almost a year, but about maybe 9, 10 months. And I had never responded to this house for any domestic issues, but I guess they kept it pretty hush hush anyways. From what, you know, the neighbors and in other towns, people had mentioned, um, that these people had a long history of domestic violence and drug usage, and they saw it coming. But, you know, that's the thing. If you know somebody that's suffering from domestic abuse or anything in that nature, you know, even though the person doesn't, you know, see it themselves, make somebody aware of it, because things like that can turn into really bad situations. It turned out to be a triple homicide. Um, he actually took the life of his son and they weren't even married, but they considered themselves married. His long life partner, and then he killed his neighbor because he suspected him of cheating with his wife, which wasn't the case. She actually turned out, she wanted to leave. You know, finally getting the confidence to say, I'm getting out of this situation, and he was helping her move, and that's not how the husband saw it. So he took justice in his own hands, and it obviously turned out to be a bad situation for him. Unfortunately, nobody likes taking a life of anybody, uh, even if they have to keep themselves safe and others safe. And that's what we care more about, is making sure the public is safe, and that we come home to our family members, because there's people out there that care about us a lot. And that's another thing I'd like to discuss too. I mean, people out there that don't like cops, that despise them, hate them. Hate's a strong word, you know. I don't understand how somebody can say they hate cops and call them names and tell them that they're, you know, they're corrupted, or if they're, you know, just harsh things that they say about us. It pains us to hear that stuff, because we know in our minds and that we're not like that at all. There, you might have your few in the crowd, you know what I mean? Everybody has. We consider ourselves, okay, so we consider ourselves a family, a very large family, because once you graduate from the police academy, do your 18, because we have 18-week academies, and we only get to go home on Saturdays, Friday nights, basically, come home to our family and get to hang out with them for at least one night, because Sunday you're packing, you're ironing, getting stuff ready to get up in the morning on Monday morning to be back at the academy bright and early before the sun even comes up to go there and train. To train you to be self-aware and to understand the law, because we're not lawyers, but we need to know the things that we're charging people with are the proper things to charge them with. So 18 weeks of that is not only hard on the individual, but it's extremely hard on the individual's family, especially if you're married and have kids. Some people are in there and have kids. But I'm gonna cut this short. My complainant showed up, so I'll post you guys again. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.